So live streaming on YouTube is one of the best ways to build your brand online right now, and YouTube recently released some new features to make it even easier. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down 4 different ways to go live, show you how to set everything up, plus share some power tips so you can get more views on your streams. Coming up. Hey, what's up? Sean here with Think Media, bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And on this channel, we do a lot of tech gear reviews as well as tutorial videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. All right, so before we get into the tips of how to go live, you first want to enable your channel for live streaming. And all you have to do is actually go to your channel icon here on your Creator Studio, and then just go to the live streaming box and make sure that you jump through whatever hoops YouTube wants you to do to make sure your channel is eligible for live streaming. Now keep in mind, this could take 24 hours for approval, but once you're enabled, you can go live instantly. And now that we have that set up, we can jump into the first way of going live, which is a brand new feature that allows you to go live from any computer with a webcam. It's pretty cool. And so all you have to do to set that up is go to live streaming inside of your Creator Studio, and you have a couple different options, and the new one they added says camera. And so you click that camera live stream, and it's gonna pull up a screen for you to go live. Now here you can enter the title for your video. You can make sure that it's set to public, assuming you want people to see it on your channel. And then you want to click more options and select the different sources so everything is set up. Now I have a Logitech webcam plugged in here. We'll post a link to it in the description below. This webcam I think is around $45 here in the US right now, which is pretty cool. And so I need to make sure I select that. So I'm good to go. I just selected that Logitech webcam. And then I also recommend you use a USB microphone. And so you could just use the audio off your webcam or your laptop if you have a built-in webcam, but it's not gonna sound the best. And so if you can plug in some kind of USB microphone, I've got the Rode NT USB here. We actually have a video out about this. I'll link it up on the YouTube card if you want to check that out. But you could also use something like the Blue Snowball Ice microphone, which is around $50 here in the US as far as price goes. And I think you can get that internationally. And so that's gonna give you a lot better audio. So not only do I wanna select my source of my webcam, I also want to select the USB microphone. Okay, and now once you've got your webcam selected and your USB microphone selected, you can click next, and it's gonna give you the option to take a thumbnail. Now, you can just click take a thumbnail, 3, 2, boom, and we're good to go right off there. It's kind of cool. And if you want to retake it, you can just select on the screen, retake if you want, or that also gives you an option to upload a custom thumbnail, which I recommend because that can help your video stand out a little bit more. So either way, whether you want to do a thumbnail right off your webcam or you want to click upload, you can select something you've designed before. And I actually have a tutorial about creating custom thumbnails really easy with free software that we'll post in the YouTube description as well if you want to check that out. Now, that was just the first way of going live with the new feature off a webcam simply. So let's jump into the second way, and that is actually also pretty easy to do with Google Hangouts. Now, this has actually been around for a while, and it has a few benefits over the webcam way. So here's how you set it up. You actually click Events in your Creator Studio, and you're gonna go to New Live Event. And inside of here, you can do a title, you could add the description, your tags, and you actually can't set a custom thumbnail up in advance on this one. So that's kind of a disadvantage. But where you want to select over here under type is you want to select quick using Google Hangouts on Air. And once you set this up, you can then say go live now, and again, it's gonna open up a live streaming window. We could still use our webcam or another source that you have plugged into your computer. We could still use our USB microphone. And one distinction between these two different methods is actually that first new method that YouTube has added, this simple way of going live, can actually be in 1080p, which is really cool, so full HD. If you go the Google Hangouts method, it's actually just gonna be 720p, still good. And you can go in here if you want to select, again, we've got our Logitech webcam, we've got our USB microphone, and that's all set up. And all we have to do here once it's ready is click go live. But here's one advantage that I love over Google Hangouts on air is that you can share your screen. So I don't have anything up there now, but you can see here, if I want to share my second monitor, and that's one reason why I love having two monitors, is for live streaming. Because maybe you want to do a tutorial, maybe you want to do a slide deck, a PowerPoint, or maybe you want to show somebody how to build a WordPress site or do something online and actually share your screen. Right now, you can't do that with the first method, but you can with Google Hangouts. It's still just web-based, you're still good to go. And so that is a great way to go live as well still, that we use a lot for some of our private trainings, even some public trainings. In fact, on our Video Influencers channel, this is the easiest way that my business partner Benji and I go live. He's in Seattle, I'm here in Vegas. We use Google Hangouts and we stream live to that channel, and we can not only switch, by the way, it switches all the cameras for you. It just goes back and forth between the camera angles as you're talking. You can manually select it, or you can just let Google Hangouts do it. But then we also can share our screen, which is nice if we have some sort of a presentation that we want to walk people through. All right, now the third way to go live on YouTube is actually from your mobile device, whether on iOS or Android. Again, you wanna make sure your account's in compliance, that your account is enabled to live stream. And then all you need to do is download the YouTube app, make sure that you're logged into your account, make sure you have the latest app. And then all you wanna do is click the camera icon on your YouTube app, click Go Live, and it gives you some options that's a lot like the webcam option. So you can enter in your title here. You can make sure it's set to public if you want people to see that. One of the new features for the mobile live streaming is actually the ability to check into a location, which will eventually, or which will allow you to search on YouTube around all the content around maybe a certain concert or a certain convention center. And when you search by location, your video would be tagged with that. Kind of interesting. And you can also go more options and do some advanced settings if you want, allowing chat, age restriction, anything like that. So you can check all that out. But typically, we leave it pretty basic, and because it's on the phone and we're usually not prepared for mobile live streams, we don't do too much with the description, but really a best practice would be to maybe save your description info in an email or in a note on your phone and just copy paste that in, because you do want to have a lot of good content in your description. For us, a lot of times we stream live mobile, and then I just go back in on a desktop and fill out the description right after the live stream is over. So then once you're good to go, you have everything entered, just click next, and it's gonna give you the option to take a thumbnail. It'll give you the countdown. Boom, and you can use that thumbnail that you take right off your phone, or you can also click this pen icon and you could retake the thumbnail if you didn't like the first version, or you can also upload a thumbnail. And what's cool about that is maybe you've designed a thumbnail on Photoshop, which is pretty important to do. You can then just select that and upload that to have more of a pro thumbnail for when you go live. And then once you have everything set up, all you have to do is click Go Live, and it will tell you to rotate back to landscape, and now you're streaming. You're able to communicate with your current subscribers, as well as share whatever you want for a replay, because that video will be archived on your channel as well for people to watch in the future. Now, I think all of the ways we've covered so far are great for going live, but when it comes to going live on mobile, it's something that we love to do, but there's a few things I recommend. I mean, I think if you can, getting like a tripod of some kind to mount your phone on, potentially a plug-in microphone that's either like a lightning plug-in or that goes into your headphone microphone jack on Android or iOS, a few things like that. And we actually have a live streaming playlist of some of our best tips, some of our best gear that we won't really cover in this video. So if you want to see some of those videos, we'll link them up on the YouTube card as well as in the description below. And then one other quick tip for going live is always do an internet speed test before to make sure you've got enough speed to actually sustain a live stream. My target is about 5 megabytes per second upload. And so from your phone, you could go to speedtest.net or use like Google Speed Test, just Google speed test and test it out. Now, if you're on Wi-Fi at like a home setting or something or an office, you should be good to go. But even if you're out on LTE, recently in a video influencer shoot, we just went live off of the data connection on a Verizon phone, and we had plenty of bandwidth. We did the speed test, we knew we were good to go, and it produced a great live stream. So again, it'll kill your live stream if there's interruptions or the video quality sort of falls apart. So with mobile, make sure you do that speed test ahead of time. All right, now the fourth way to go live on YouTube is with Stream Now. So again, if you're in your Creator Studio, just click on Stream Now. And this is actually the most complex way, but it also has the most features. And really, you can figure this out. Just block some time to kind of study it out, get everything set up right. And so when you get inside of this area here, you can see you can still do a custom title, fill out your description, select your category, make sure if it's gonna be public or not. And over on the right side, it actually walks you through a live streaming checklist. Now, when you go live with Stream Now, you do need an encoder. Now, what that's gonna be is a piece of software. There's free versions called like OBS, Open Broadcast Software. You can download that. And if you work for a while and watch some YouTube tutorials, you could figure it out. I also have used things like Wirecast. I currently am doing a lot of stuff with vMix when I go live here on YouTube. And nowadays, YouTube will not only let you can set it to 720, 1080p, you can even stream in 4K. And if you wanted to, you would do it with this Stream Now feature. And so the key here is that whatever software encoder that you're using, you would go into it and you would enter your server URL and your private stream key. Now I'm not gonna click reveal, because if I did, you could use my stream key to go live on my channel. But once you've got those two things entered into your software, you can then just click go live on your software and you'll start streaming immediately. And you can use other kind of higher quality setups. So I actually have a Panasonic GH5 up here. It goes with an HDMI cable into a capture card in the PC here. And so it's a little bit more advanced. I still use this microphone. We have the light. So again, whether you just go live with a simple webcam, maybe a few accessories, whether you use a mobile device, Google Hangouts, or if you want to, eventually upgrade and be a little more fancy, what I like about that is using my software, I can really share crispy footage from the GH5, really share my screen nice and crispy, and really accomplish the kind of things that we like to do here on Think Media. If you've ever watched our live streams that we typically do usually once a week or so here on this channel, that's how we do it, is with this setup. And actually, for more complete list of the gear and how we do all of that, we have a full video out about that as well. So I'll link that up on the YouTube card. All right, so those are the 4 ways to go live, but one other tip is I encourage you to turn on Super Chat. So again, you'll go into your Creator Studio, click on channel, and where you enable all of the kind of back-end features of your YouTube channel. When you turn on Super Chat, now that will make it so that people can actually donate money while you're going live. And so again, as you build your audience, as you build your tribe, as you add value, as you put out that great content, it's actually another way, in addition to YouTube ads, in addition to affiliate marketing and some different ways to generate income on YouTube, you can also generate income with Super Chat. But if you don't have that enabled, then you can't do it when it comes to live streaming. So that's just another tip so that you can build your income. And then again, we have that entire series with a lot of tips for how to actually reach more people, get more views, create really quality live streams that get attention and grow your subscribers. So check out all kinds of resources to that training and those other videos in the YouTube description. Question of the day, have you done a live stream on YouTube yet? And out of the 4 different ways to go live, which way have you been using? Let me know in the comments section. So thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe if you aren't already. And if you want to see other videos in our YouTube live tips series, just click or tap the screen right there. For another video from Think Media, click or tap the screen right there. Until next time, Think Media is bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.